adjust that. We have ourselves a wonderful little Swarm Lord. Basically, the little thing for him is that I had my Games Workshop that I was with had this thing called the Warped Paint Challenge. Let's see if I can actually get it proper. So, and my colors were Nagaroth Knight, the Fang, Wog the Skin, where'd I put it? A Fire Dragon Bright, a Camarilla Nightshade, and then finally the Vermin Hide, which was the let me put this out of the way so we can actually give it to that one again. It was a Vermin Lord Hide. You can probably barely even see it on this because of the weirdness of the colors. Probably just shouting into the camera as is. Alright. That's that bit. There we go. Brighten up the color just a tad. But yes. So, as you can probably barely see, there's some Vermin Lord right here, in which be the original Swarm Lord. However, a buddy of mine wanted to do Tyranids, and since I was barely into them, I said, sure, why not? Go ahead, just go ahead. So he bought all my Tyranids off me, and with it, he was able to create his own army, and he gave them to a buddy of ours to finish painting on. So, well, then the problem was, during this time, I couldn't get my Swarm Lord back until after Thanksgiving, at least. Some time frame after that. So then afterward, I said, you know what, I'm going to do a conversion of this guy. So my main objective for the conversion, alright, so let's go ahead and start simple. My main objective for the conversion here was to basically a quote-unquote tamed pet squig for my new war boss. Where did I put you? Ah, here it is. My war boss, Dreadclaw. Let's get you in the scale. A war boss here, who's been a very, very nice war boss. Thought after taking down a dreadnought, he said, you might as well get myself a nice squig. So with it, with his brand new squig in tow, he found a very nice looking Swarm Lord, and said, you know what, I'm going to tame it. And you know how orcs are when they want something. If I can actually get you to see it just nice. There we go. So, after many hours of convincing, him and his boys managed to use just enough boys to hold the Swarm Lord down just enough to bolt on this little cage for him. Now, whenever he wants to go for a nice little stroll with his new pet squig, he has himself a nice little carrying cage to grab onto and hold him down. The main idea for these bits are the trays that we have that are normally given to us for like the bits and pieces for any standard 40k thing. So I took like one tray, snipped out some bits, measured them right, and tried to do various corner bits and pieces to where they can somehow manage to get hooked on together, and made ourselves a nice looking cage. Then for the after effects, I decided to go into the spikes themselves, as you can see right here, if I can get this detail just right. There we go. For this bits right here, for example, let's say these spears that are whacked in, I just took the Fire Bright, which was the innard skin, and use it as as a minor blood effect, to where it shows that there's a minor bleeding. Same thing for this one up here, that's not only pooling around but coming around the side here and falling into the drip bats here. For the same for this bottom one here, I didn't really get for a top area, but I was able to get to at least this side as well. That pulls around and flows down and trickle down his arm a bit. Spears here, and then same thing for this gut one as well. As he keeps yanking on it, it keeps digging right into his rib cage, which is just a small blood effect. But other than that, I do believe my boss has earned himself his brand new squig. Now I will thank you guys very much for at least checking out this my war boss Dreadclaws squig. And I thank you guys very much for watching. I will try to be on tomorrow and paint another squad of boys. I haven't decided. I probably will stick to a standard paint scheme for it. But until next time, I will see you guys later.